Hello, you can be very, very brilliant yet have carryover in your 100 level. If you are a student about to enter university, listen to me carefully. And if you are in the university system already, you will be familiar with what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to tell you a story of a young, brilliant girl whose whose story was just pathetic and devastating because this girl was very brilliant, yet she was having about five carryovers after her UG1. Now, in the university settings, there are many things that it is not even your fault. You are not the one that contributes to this, yet you find yourself in it. And that's why I'm making this video, to enlighten those of you that are about to enter into the university so that you would take the right steps to avoid all this failure that is uncalled for. First of all, you are aware that many universities post their admission in batches. One of the main factors I have observed over the time that affects student performance, especially in their first year, is late admission. Some students, for example, maybe their name did not come up in the first batch, did not come up in the second batch, some even in till during the supplementary list. And before they could come to school, get admission letter, start, some lecturers might have even done their first CA test. Can you imagine? So how do you expect a student to actually come with a good grade in such a course? It's pathetic indeed. But it is a situation that we cannot help at this point in time, except maybe the university put some things in place to help students cope up with this kind of situation. So as you are at home waiting for admission, what are you expected to do? This is the secret number one. Before I will tell you the story properly, meanwhile, I'm already seeing some of the things that has happened to her. This lady was very brilliant. I assessed her because when she came to me and we got talking, I just realized that how on earth can such a thing be? So she was telling me that, see, it's not my fault. I've tried my best. I said, what happened? She said, I got to the university late. When I got to enter, many lecturers were even close to finishing or covering the syllabus for their courses. It pained me seriously because this girl was very brilliant when I assessed her, because she's science-based and I know 100 level, the major things they will deal with are elementary. So this girl's admission came up late. Now, if you are there waiting for admission, I will tell you this secret. Because UG1, you will be taught elementary things, basics, biology, introduction, all this elementary biology, mathematics, physics, chemistry, and so on. Whether you are a medical student, whether you are engineering, you are going to do those elementary courses, except in rare cases where you would have your main departmental course introduced, maybe 101. For example, let's say Geo 101 or Nursing 101 or so. So in that case, you may be taught the basics or introduction to nursing, and that may not have much problem if you really have a very good knowledge in your elementary. So as you are waiting for admission, I advise that since you cannot tell when your name will show in the admission list, the best thing to do is to go back to your JAM, to go back to your WAEC, to go back to your secondary school stuff. Revise them. As you are revising them, you are more like, trying to get yourself, in line with what others are learning. Perhaps the school calls you late. Secondly, if you have someone who is in that school, as you wait, be getting feedback on the lectures, what have been taught, topics that have been covered, so that you also flow along with it in case you get to the university late. So this is actually one of the reasons why many students perform poor in the first year. See, I have observed this trend and it is happening again and again. After UG1, you would ask students and their result would just be a kind of, and this is one of the major factors that affects them: late resumption. Another factor is this: maybe the semester has started, and perhaps maybe the school is waiting for students to resume, or work has started but for UG1 it has not started, and the semester is going, weeks are counting, months are going. Some lecturers might come when the class is full. Some may say, yes, let's wait for students to be in a significant number before we start. And guess what, time is going. So before they come, maybe you have a few weeks to exams, or months, let's say. So they will not be able to cover all the topics, and even if they cover, it would just be on speed. They will try to say, oh, exams is in 3 weeks time, we need to be fast, we need to cover. So you may not be able to have that privilege, that opportunity to learn exhaustively, to ask questions, because lecturers would have to be a little bit faster to cover up. This is another major factor. But if you are a type that have already revised your secondary school stuff, by the time you are coming, since it is going to be basically elementary, basic things that you have learned in your secondary schools, it is going to be a bit easier for you to cope. Another factor is the fact that many students come to the university with fears. Yes, you can remember those days when you were joining the SS class. Do you remember how you felt, especially your day one? You'll be like, SS, myself, hey, senior secondary school, am I going to cope? If you attend boarding school, of course, you'll be like, hey, myself going to. So that kind of fear, can I cope? Is a higher level. Hey, so many people come to university with such kind of fears. They'll be like, hope I can cope. Hope I'll be able to make it in the university system. Hope I'll be able to those kind of fears. So this kind of fears also contributes to student failure. That's why if you go to students that are in 200 level, 300, they don't have those kind of fears already, because they have been to the system. So if you are going to the university, let me tell you, it is not a difficult thing that you cannot do. People that are there have one head, you have one head, you can do it. So what's the big deal? What's the big deal? So there is no need to be anxious. There is no need to have fear about how will it be? How will that be? So this is the second factor. I've mentioned virtually 3 factors. 1, your admission coming out late. 2, lecturers waiting and starting late and trying to be fast to cover up. 3, the third one, now I'm talking about fear. Now the last one I'm going to talk about, which is also very, very crucial, is students on seriousness. Let me tell you, the truth is that so many persons, when they join the university, they want to dress well, they want to, hey, it's university, they say if you are behaving like a village man, like a village woman, hey, let me dress well, let me, that kind of thing. Many students fall a victim, and before they wake up, time has gone. And let me tell you one secret. UG1 results can determine the class you will graduate with. I tell you the truth. So if you mess up in your 100 level, I'm telling you, some mistakes cannot be recovered again. Because look at it now. Let's say, I'm not saying that you have such, but let's say someone has 5 courses. He has carried over 5 courses. What do you think will happen to his 200 level? You will not be able to concentrate to do all your 200 level courses. You have to be joining UG1 to do lecture, joining UG1 to do lecture. Can you relate? So automatically your 200 level is affected and your 300 level is affected, because if care is not taken, you are still going to have carryover in 200 level. While you are in 300 level, you are joining 200 level class, you are asking them, please, when is lecture? And you may even sometimes have clash. Your 200, 300 level course is going on lecture, and your carryover lecture is going on. So it's a whole kind of, So that's why I'm sharing this secret, so that you will take them serious and know what to do, especially if you are about to join university. Do well to share with others, and like our channel, because we share educating sessions, we share secrets that help students excel in their university education. So some students, like I said earlier, they would come to campus and they will be playing, JJC, they will be a kind of joining parties, doing all manner of this. When you get to the university, your UG1, take it very serious. I'm telling you. Don't follow friends that influence you. You go here, you want to go and snap picture there because the place looks, nice and uh, photographic. I beg, you are there to learn. And if you make mistake in your 100 level, I tell you it will affect your 400 level. So these are the 4 key factors that affect students' performance in 100 level. And just like I said, that lady, that whole story I am sharing in this video, these are the things that affected her. Most importantly, her name came up in supplementary list and she resumed very, very late. So I advise that now start studying, now start reading. Don't wait for when you get to the university before you start reading. I hope you've enjoyed this short video, this educating session. If you did, please like, share, drop your comment. If you have any question about the university system, please ask. Drop it in the comment section. Thank you once again. If you follow this video till this point in time, oh my god, you are a good student. You know why? So many people are good starters but they cannot finish. So if you have dropped it, I would like to know those who have watched it to this end. So, and how would I know that you have watched it to this end? You tell me the 4 major factors that affect UG1 performance. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.